there exists a constant battle for survival. Welcome, my friends, to Atomics on a Friday, a fascinating journey into the realm of cybersecurity, data, and atomic testing. Today, we shall embark on an adventure with two seasoned experts who have roamed the cyber wilderness for years, honing their skills and strategies. Paul Michaud, a master of cyber shenanigans, has an uncanny ability to unravel the most perplexing digital mysteries. Alongside him is Michael Haag, a cyber threat connoisseur who has devoted his life to understanding and mitigating the ever-present dangers lurking in the shadows of cyberspace. Together, they shall guide us through the complex tapestry of this digital ecosystem, revealing hidden treasures and secrets that will undoubtedly leave us with a newfound respect for the world of cybersecurity. So, dear viewers, let us dive deep into the heart of this wondrous realm, where the forces of good and evil collide in an eternal struggle, and let us explore what it truly means to protect our delicate digital existence. Join us on Atomics on a Friday.
Howdy.
There exists a constant battle for survival.
He's back.
Welcome, my
Howdy.
friends, to Atomics on a Friday.
Intern, man, like losing it.
He's been on hiatus for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I get asked probably every week, hey, are you guys going on this Friday or is it next Friday? And I'm like, I think it's next Friday because I'm not ready for this Friday.
Yeah, I never know what week it is. And then when you disconnect for 2 weeks, you lose all concept of time and days and pretty much anything else.
Yeah, 100%. Hello. Welcome. Got our large following on Twitch, and where we at? We're on Twitch, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn, and soon we'll be broadcasting live on a landing page, which we'll tag this in. So we'll have like 5 places.
Yeah, I think it's now called X.
Oh yeah,
X, go and give it to you. We'll cross that bridge when it comes, but it is Twitter until the end of time.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the rebrand.
I'm not calling it X or Zeets. Whatever they want to call it, absolutely not.
Eat. I don't know. I haven't been following along. Just that things change. And anytime I look for the bird on my browser tabs, I'm like, where'd it go? And I'm like, why is there an X? Yeah, it's all gone. It's been changed.
My phone app updated last night, so I don't have to go find it.
Oh.
It's like, oh, here it is.
Did that change too?
It did on mine. On Android, got the update last night.
I'm like looking right now. Let's do this live. I don't see it yet, but like, not that it matters.
Hold out as long as you can. I hate looking at that logo.
I won't update it for like another month.
Yeah, just wait until they push it on you and force you to do it. Hold out as long as you can.
Yep. I'll be that person. So anyway, so agenda today. Thought it'd be kind of cool to talk about the LOLBAS project, and I think mostly because a lot of the original atomics were very much based on LOLBAS, and pretty much, what is it, like T1218s or something like that? That was like the majority of them, signed binary proxy execution or something like that.
That's right. T1218, signed binary proxy execution. And then, of course, you have your 14 specific sub-techniques, which range from CHTMLs, control panel, install util, MSHTA, reg server, run DLL, the classics, the OGs that are still used day in and day out.
Yep. And then there's also the classics that are probably not heavily used by adversaries in the wild, but more red teams. Can get rid of our banner now. like the good old install util, ms build. I don't see too much ms build running amok these days. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're going to dive into today. They're really interesting. I mean, there's a bunch. Obviously, the LOLBAS site is loaded up with all kinds of fun, random ones, probably ones you'll never see. There's also a good amount as well that are not native on Windows, which I think is important to call out just because, like, you know, adversary would either have to bring it in or a developer would have to have it on that box in order to be used, which we do actually have anyway, let's introduce ourselves because who remembers who we are?
I don't even remember who I am.
who are these people talking about things every other Friday when, yeah. Michael Hake, howdy. Threat researcher at Splunk and maintainer of Atomic Red Team. Probably see tweets related to LOL drivers and atomic testing and random things and lots of other research from me. But yeah.
I am Paul. I am a senior hazard chaser, also known as a threat hunter. I was having fun with the thesaurus this morning. That's what I came up with by jamming threat and hunter into thesaurus and trying to vibe on words. Also a maintainer of Atomic Red Team, and I don't have as many cool accolades as Mike. So we'll go there. I will have a formal announcement of where I am heading to next. Previously, Red Canary and other organizations.
We should put like X, a lowercase x, and then CISSP because neither of us don't have it. We could like start appending random certificates that we don't have.
Yeah, so CISP is one. What's another one? Oh, well, I did have the CEH. I did have that. That lapsed. I got like 17 emails about the lapse because I didn't do their CPEs and paid them their yearly fees of whatever.
Yeah, that one got weird. They had their breach, and then I was like, I'm good.
They had a breach? Surprised, but not surprised.
You don't remember that?
No.
What was their EC Council? They had lost all our data, and it was a big thing around the time Snowden was around, and people were showing like Snowden's ID and stuff like that. They're like, oh, look, Snowden was in this data breach and all that. I don't know if you remember that. But yeah.
I don't have recollection of that, so that must be after. So if that was the Snowden era, that would have had to have been before I got
20. Yeah, this looks like it's about 2014 when it occurred, according to my Googles.
So I was after that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm old. I'm really old.
I'll add the unfortunately tag to that one. I also had the CIH, which was extremely outdated and not in any recollection what you would do for incident handling in today's world.
Yeah.
That also lapsed. Shocker.
I let all my Sans ones go too. I should have kept a few, but
oh well. I'm debating holding on to Grep. It's the only active cert I had. I had Sec Plus that lapsed. CEH, CIH, and now and Grep. I don't know. Kind of over the cert thing. Don't get me wrong. Like I think the education and knowledge that comes out of them was great. I'm more in for that side of it than certificates. Same with like college and stuff. Like no knock to anybody who does those to help them, but I like the education side of it. The knowledge. That's what I'm after.
Yeah, I know a lot of these new courses are coming out where it's a lot more focused on just the knowledge piece than like chasing a cert, which I think as you probably progress in a career, that's probably where most folks kind of end up, right? Is chasing that knowledge sphere. Even like medical, like you have your degree, you are practicing, and you're going and attending conferences or whatever and learning new techniques and stuff. And it's not being certified in something. I wonder if they do have certifications in like brain surgery or whatever. I would assume you have to like show an amount of practice or time of it. I don't know. That doesn't mean much, but
Yeah, how do you get CPEs for that? I don't know. It seems like a whole thing. If anybody has links, I'll take them gladly.
yeah. Yeah. Curious.
Let's go in.
Yep. Yeah, so I think we're gonna fly by the seat of our invoke atomic today as far as a atomic test to run. That's how extremely prepared we were.
This is the only slide that was created for today's show, by the way.
Yeah, I actually edited the last slide too, which
did you?
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention to that one. I always forget about that one.
If you look at the references, you'll notice I modified it.
Okay.
Got the important stuff in there.
That's all you need.
Clicked.
Anything else is just extra.
Yeah, there's a lot. All right, let me switch to my cool command view. Oh yeah, that's cool. All right.
Power view.
So if you are new here today, we will try to share links. We will try to share a tweet later as much as we can. And yeah, I was like, what is going on in here? But yeah, so LOLBAS, LOLBAS, living off the land, binaries, scripts, and libraries. There's obviously, that's actually a cool place to start. If you have not been following along, there is now a new site that has a collection of all the off the land projects. It's called Living Off the Land. I have to move my screen because it's too good. Which includes all of the off the land projects. So there's obviously a bunch of them out there, and I mean we have Living Off the Orchard for Mac OS. We have GTFO bins for Linux. Obviously LOLBAS. There's the Lots project, which is like living off the site, which is really cool. There's also FileSec, Mal API, which for just like Windows API stuff. Hijack Libs is like a really, really good one. I had not looked at this one before. Wadcoms. And the other recent one that I found was the LOL apps, which kind of snuck up on me. I think I saw it randomly on a like a LinkedIn post, and people were talking about it. I was like, what? So found that one. We got it added. And then there's the old school bring your own land. So we try to keep this up to date because I think it's important that there's a central repo of all of these. And then, so yeah, focusing on LOLBAS, it's been around for an amount of time. I don't remember what year it truly came out. Over 5 years ago, I guess. Yeah, initial commit. Right. Yeah, 5-ish. Which would take us back to what, 2018?
2018.
Yeah, 2018, 17-ish. I mean, yeah, the project is huge. 5,700, 860 forks. Like everybody knows it, talks about it. You know, it's been around. There is an API. They have, you know, there are some requirements for contributing, focused on making sure it's actually a binary that is either native to Windows or I think a Windows or Microsoft binary. I think that's the main, oh, there's a criteria. There is a main criteria. Yeah, be a Microsoft signed file, native or downloaded from Microsoft. And they're meant to be like, this was an unexpected find in the binary, like MSHTA downloading something, you know, like straight HTTP on the command line, like that's unexpected, but it's definitely there. And then the exceptions are app whitelisting bypasses. And I think for me, this is really probably where I think a lot of LOLBAS started for me. Seeing, you know, like tweets from Casey Smith, and like, because for him, it was evading at the time Bit9 or any, an application whitelisting product. And so he was evading Bit9, and a lot of the tweets and the focus was on, using a native binary that was globally approved across his fleet. What about you, Paul? Where was like your maybe genesis even before like LOLBAS came out, like before it got really like it became a website?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of the same idea. Previous orgs had Bit9 as well, so that was kind of interesting. Running high enforcement, so if you're familiar, almost everything is running in high enforcement. Very small percentage that wasn't. Also looking at like the exclusions, so which software may not be necessarily native, but things like third-party applications that were needed for the business to run, those types of tools that, again, may not necessarily be fitting in the LOLBAS style, but just like any tool could potentially have unintended consequences. But I think definitely the application, but again, just using stuff that's native is interesting, and we see it pretty much all the time on different like breach reports from like Defer, Mandiant, etc. Like all those different things. Almost 99, if not 100% of the time, have some instance of utilizing a native application to the OS. And the same could be true for Mac and, of course, Linux as well. It's not specifically just Windows. This focuses on Windows, but you look at anything that deals with a Mac OS or Linux OS, it's going to, your distribution is going to have those native things that can be used. wget, curl, etc. Python, probably 3 common ones that jump out.
Oh, they even got the original tweets on here.
Oh, there's the X.
Wow. So yeah, early 2018-ish. Yeah, it's pretty cool. 49 votes. All right, get out of here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's an interesting space. And so if you could imagine around that time, 2018, which is about the same time Atomic Red Team really like came into the scene. All right, so flip into the scene. The site's obviously very easy to manipulate or draw through. Like you can just search for whatever you're looking for. You can search by function. So if you want to like
start there. Let's pick a function. Be interesting.
You just type function.
Download.
Just type download. Well, I think you have to type.
Click on. No, hold on. Go back. So click on the download under functions on app installer. See if that appends it.
Fills it. Nope.
Oh, nope.
Okay. I think you do a slash.
Oh, I think it's ampersand, or I think it's
ampersand
shebang.
Well, oh yeah, it does work. See, it's just that we are like looking at this one and
we don't know how to do things.
Yeah. All right. So you sort by function, which in this case download, like downloading something from the interwebs.
Fun fact: Bits admin was my first atomic test that I ever ran.
Really?
Bits admin was the one that kicked it all off. So that actually was like 2018, early 2019 would have been.
That is funny.
That kind of looks like. I bet we could find the exact test too. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Oh yeah, pull it up. I'm just gonna go old school atomic here and just copy this straight from here and remove this. And then yeah, old school. We need to change the path here, but yeah, I mean this was like original atomic testing. Just hey, like I just need to test that bits works or whatnot. Yeah, there's probably gonna be issues.
I don't know if the technique idea is still the same since it's been a few years and MITRE likes to update those. But T1197 test number 1. That is the specific test that I first used once.
Good old bits.
Oh, you got it up. Let's go.
There it is. Nice. And
so basically, like, what was the intent with specifically in this case, like this test? So obviously, the intent here is to retrieve a file from a remote source. Could be technically remote internally. It could be externally hosted. Basically, just provide it the URI and let it rip, right?
Yep, exactly. And yeah, I was gonna pull up, like, if you wanted to like test this for things other than just downloading the markdown file, you know, we talked about this prior. You can do tac prompt for input args, and now I don't even have a payload laying around. Where do I go?
The best payloads are stored on GitHub.
Do you got one living around?
No, but I can get one.
Oh, you go to the repo.
Am I logged into GitHub? Oh, I'm not. It's a tragedy. The search is going to be broken.
Let's do HTA. HTA or not.
Maybe. Oh, there you go.
Take us in here. There we go.
Yeah, just steal it from there.
Yeah. Okay, that's not what I was looking for, but we'll go to the T number.
Go to that
file. Let's go. Oh, now we're on someone's branch or fork. Okay.
That's fine.
That's okay.
We'll there's source.
Yep.
Oh,
grab the source.
Go in.
There we go. Copy, link. So now, go back here. Now I want to do my evils. And I'm going to save it to ctemp evil.hta. Boom.
Prove it. Oh, I didn't mean like actually execute it. I just wanted to show that the file was there.
Well, it worked. I don't know what it's gonna do.
Let's find out. Look at all the mimikats. Did I hear mimikats are down this month?
The cats are down. I don't know if you've been following along. Where's the edit word wrap? Because this is like horrible. Word wrap. View word wrap. Right here. Nope.
I don't know.
Word wrap. Oh my gosh.
Somebody told
what did I do?
Notepad++ has a supply chain breach.
Oh, well, that's fine. This is fine.
So I don't use that anymore.
You use regular Notepad? Yeah. You can trust it more?
Vim.
Windows Vim? WinVim?
Yeah, I just can't ever escape out of it.
Yeah, you're still in it. It's Inception.
Yeah. There's like 97 pages worth of documents just in the single file that's open.
I don't know why this didn't like pop calc or something. So I don't know what this is, but it's in our repo. It's really, I don't know.
I don't think it's supposed to do anything.
Is it just run, maybe?
I have no idea.
Question, I know this is sidebar, but if I run Mimikatz enough, will this like bring Mimikatz up for 2023 for Red Canary?
I don't know.
Okay. Hopefully Tony's listening, and we'll find out later.
You'll have to ask the experts. Look at all those documents in there. I bet they're totally safe too. I
would trust them. This is only a template file of some evil.
Word 2007?
I
don't even have an installer for this.
You can find anything on the internet.
It's true. Or if you're like me, you just ask your dad for old installers of various software because he has them laying around.
Yep.
The amount of times I've just texted my dad like, hey, do you have an installer for this version? 20 minutes later, yeah, here's the Google Drive link to download it.
Yep. I don't know what Bob is doing. Oh,
your father working in IT for the past 4 decades.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that was a great sidebar. But
okay.
Yeah, we've shown here that you can modify the input args by downloading HTAs or anything. And we get other like cool examples in the project, right? We found that you can use to copy files. You can execute things, run things. I wonder if these work out of the box.
I would just modify what you're going to execute. So CMD. So, you can. if you have, oh yeah, just change your payload folder CMD. Just change that to like calc. You can do your
Which one?
HTA, but we don't know what your HTA actually does, so we don't actually know if it's working.
Yeah, we don't have any idea.
Yeah, we really don't know.
We really don't know what we're doing. What is it doing? What is this thing doing? I don't even know. All right. Anyway, out of the box,
let's figure it out.
it may not be perfect. All right, let me grab it then. Oh, wrong window. Okay, new file. Okay, bits admin create one and bits admin add file. This to a new path. We'll do temp. This is a new atomic test, so if anybody wants to ship this.
Is it though? Hold on, let's find out.
I don't know. Nobody else is doing it with command. It doesn't work.
Hold on.
I need to like really back that out.
Oh, computer doesn't work anymore.
I'm not sure.
No. Whoever at GitHub decided that you can't search the code pages unless you're signed in, that was an absolute terrible mistake.
It's not
Well,
the greatest. Oh, okay.
Oh, did you fix that one?
No, it told me that it's deprecated. It's not guaranteed to be available. Do we have other?
Microsoft we deprecated it, and it actually will still work. Like, I don't know. At.exe is a good example of deprecation that still works.
Look at that. There, we also have a test for the PowerShell version here too.
Yeah, we do.
Is that in? I assume that's in LOLBAS, right?
Yeah, that's. I don't know if that itself would be. It would have to be.
Would they consider that a separate test?
Well, I don't know if anybody's actually tracking things like PowerShell modules that can be used.
Yeah.
That.
So you're saying we found a new LOLBAS module?
Yeah, we're about to make a new site. We're gonna call it
living off the land.
Yeah, living off the land modules. Not to be confused with the module loads of like hijack libs and other things. If we could just take all of them and merge them into respective things on one site, that would be top tier.
Oh, why don't we just run this one? Get local user and local group. Let's see. All right. Sure. Oh, it just downloads it. I don't think it actually runs it. Start for.
Yeah, you have to execute it.
Wait. More time.
We do actually have a bits admin test in Atomic that will download WinRAR for you. So if you need to automatically deploy out WinRAR to all of your workstations, you can use WinRM in the Evoke framework, and it will go push out WinRAR. Think of it as like a easy GPO.
Oh. Why are you?
Token.
Why is it calling?
What did you run?
Evil.ps1.
Oh, because it's like a JSON file.
Oh, I think okay. Yeah, I'm downloading the wrong. You need to do the raw.
There you go.
There. Well, that would make more sense now. Hopefully nobody's following along at home and
honestly, I like when things go wrong in certain videos because it shows like, 'cause I don't know about you, but like when I see something go perfectly right and I'm trying to follow along and then I start having errors, then I'm like, hold on, what happened? And then I spend 20 minutes down the rabbit hole. So seeing it live sometimes is actually kind of nice. Show like what happens, how do you fix it, how do you troubleshoot it? Because
Yeah.
not everything just runs right.
Yeah, so the biggest difference here, instead of calling it through like HTTP, which is what I was doing, I just grabbed the raw right here.
Yep.
Which reminds me, if you have yet, here we go. You have yet to use my Hunt Naked Sysmon.
Is this updated?
I don't know
Versus
why
on
that's.
15?
Oh, it is. It is. I do
good.
have event ID 29 in there.
Excellent.
Yep.
Where's 27 and 8?
I don't have them because what was it? One of them is block, right?
Yeah, block. And
Yeah.
what's the other one? I think the other one's like a health check.
Yeah, we don't need health checks and we don't block anything. But yeah. Hunt naked. Naked. Only 9 stars. We need to boost that.
So, oh, sorry. 27 is file block executable.
Yes.
Event is generated when sysmon detects and blocks the creation of an executable file, PE format. And then 28 is file block shredding. This event is generated when sysmon detects and blocks file shredding from tools such as sdelete. And if you've been following along with us since the OG days of Atomics on a Red Team, where we did our APT run through with Jamie over at MITRE, we had some good times with sdelete in our run through. So that's an interesting one. Oh, sorry. Event ID 255 is the ID for errors. That was the one I was thinking of.
Got it. Oh, yeah.
I knew one existed. I just didn't remember where it was.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Hunt Naked is meant to just collect all. We don't care about blocks.
Literally everything.
Even
Think
those fun
about
mod
it
loads.
as a procmon on steroids.
Let's go away. There. And then also in 15, Sysmon 15, you get that pain of that latest of like CSC writing every single file and deleting every single temp file, which is amazing.
Huge fan.
So if you need more data, Sysmon 15 is there to help you.
Did I see somebody ran into a Splunk licensing issue while testing the other day on Twitter? I thought maybe they should apply for the dev license. Get that 10 gig versus the half a gig day ingest.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Yeah, to share it later. That's funny. I wouldn't put it past them because yeah, it'll blow up.
I definitely did not have that happen once or twice. Then you get that nice warning like, don't let it happen in the 45-day window or else.
Yeah, they come at you. Or
oh, yeah, they do.
The error comes at you. Then you get locked out.
Yeah, it's very angry.
Yeah, what else should we run at? What else should we run or play with for funsies?
I'm trying to think of one that
I can say for, I think honestly, there's definitely some in here we do not have atomics for. Pick one.
Custom shell host. Let's check.
The heck is that?
We don't have an atomic for custom shell host.
Executes Explorer with command line argument if present. Okay. Is that native? It is. Okay. A host process that is used by custom shells when using Windows in kiosk mode. Oh. Oh. I don't have that. Do you have a 10 or 11 laying around?
Let's check. What year did that get published? Well, I'm on a Windows 11 box. We can check right now.
Newish? It says 10 and 11, which I'm not on. I could always flip another box.
Checking.
Checking. We go to this guy.
I'm not getting anything.
Well, apparently we need kiosk mode. We picked a bad one. What else you got?
I don't know. What else do we have?
I'm gonna run some shell host. Oh, okay, I got it. It ran.
You got a
Stand
custom
by.
shell host?
Yeah, it's on my Windows 11.
I'm on Windows 11 and don't have it.
You're not cool, man. Stand by.
Are you on a VM?
This is a Windows 11 on Azure. Share.
No, so it is a VM.
Right here. Yep. It spawned Explorer.
Where's that located?
What do you mean?
Like, is that actually in System 32?
What it said. Why would you not believe it?
Because I don't trust anything Windows. I
Nope.
think you're missing your colon at C.
Nope. Oh, yeah. That could be a problem. Yep. Nope. There it is.
Okay, so what does this give me?
Explorer. Literally. Yeah.
I'm failing to see.
Tell us your thoughts. What do you think, Paul? How APT or not is this?
I just don't understand the usage of it, of like why an adversary would need to use that. Like trying to think of like execution or bypassing something like, okay, the box is in kiosk mode. But like a host process that is used by custom shells when exiting kiosk mode.
Yeah, it's just looking for it. Buddy Nas. I wonder how often that's actually seen, like at all.
I'd be curious to see like the baselining of it. Like just go give me the deets of command line parameters, stats of module loads. Does it make a network connection? Like, did you hit your Twitter limit?
Yeah, maybe. Using, okay. Explorer default. I don't know. Okay. Shell launcher replaces Explorer. Okie
Wait a minute. Hold on. Go up to the custom XML. So are they saying that you could like write a custom XML to then go launch something?
The following sample works for shell launcher. Yeah, you can use this to spawn IE to go to Bing, I guess.
Protocol handler?
Yeah, I know. It just was, just all that here too. In your MDM, you can create a custom setting to configure XML used for setting up what to whether you apply.
That is.
Sorry, reading. I was just thinking about snagging that.
I just have no idea if
I don't know.
Like a kiosk escape?
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to spawn Microsoft.com. Set Explorer as the shell for admin. View all custom shell. I don't know. YOLO. Whoa. There you go.
Oh, what happened?
You lost PowerShell. You run things, you find things. Paste it anyway. Well, that's a fancy warning. Okay, and just close this out.
It's just gone. Okay.
But if I run, do I have to run? Do I need to run something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Oh wait, I think it's like a module set stuff.
I don't know.
No, this is how you test POCs for O days, right? You just copy and run the code.
See what happens.
Yeah. It's the only way to know. I think the kids call this FAFO.
What does that stand for?
I don't recall. I've been disconnected from the internet. Interesting. Okay.
This just got archived.
Seriously, why does my Win11 not have it?
It's new to me. I have not seen this before.
Interesting.
All right.
Well, so there's what, two new atomics that somebody could ship?
Yep.
But now, okay, so
I'm kind of like a little bit lost, as I think that's what I'm trying to say, is like I'm a little lost as how LOLBAS that really is without like a custom XML and all that. Like I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
then the same could be true for like CSC or MS build, because you have to bring that file with you.
Yeah. Here's another atomic. I don't think I definitely
conhost.
Definitely don't have that if that actually works. Execute. Does it actually ever work?
Run go to your task manager or get process.
Well, already here.
Details. Okay, well, there's conhost. But calc should be the thing we're looking for, right?
It's supposed to be the child, I guess, right?
Right, but conhost wouldn't stay running once calc starts. I never see calculator execute.
No.
Oh, Win32 calc.
Wait.
Scroll down to the bottom.
Yep.
Win32 calc.se. Is that double click?
It's there. Yeah.
Why is it running? Care to figure out why it's running in system?
You don't want to know.
You could expand your expand task manager, and then you could add the fields.
Expand.
Right click, select columns.
What do we want?
Whatever you want, I guess. I think command line's in there. I don't know if it'll give you the parent process.
Start with the basics. Those two, and
sure.
Here they are. Okay. Yeah, no parent though.
Now you'd have to run something like a process explorer or process hacker.
Yeah, we run it again. Did we get another one? No.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I didn't do it. So that might be.
What are those calculators?
It might be. It honestly might be. I have a bunch of. Wait, here's this. It's kind of.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Okay, so it did call those.
And it's the start of a new con host, which is sketchy enough.
Headless makes sense as to why we don't see it, but if you don't see it, you should still see the process itself if it is running. No.
You would, you would think it's something you would see. Calc
wait, hold on. Is it because calc's graphical? If you did something like CMD instead, which could be run in the background because it's not user like a graphical interface.
Oh, there's headless. Maybe honestly, we're just not lead enough to figure this out. There's those.
Yeah, we should probably leave red teaming to the
actual red teamers.
Yeah.
All right, so we're running it. No commands. I'm sure there's like some fancy APTing that needs to occur here. Okay, pick another one.
I gotta pick one. All right. Well, let's go to our favorite. Either run DLL or MS build. Like those are OG.
MS build.
and look at all of the things.
Yeah, there's AWL bypasses, you got your execute, you got your creating it and running it, or that's just running it, I guess. But so in Atomic, what T number is
That's
that?
going to be 1127001. Trusted Developer Utilities proxy execution.
Is that what they're under? They're on another one? There's so many.
I'm so
If you
confused.
remember, back in the day, there was actually, I think there was more T1127s. And I,
Hey, look, Carrie's on there.
oh, that's cool. I wonder which one, wonder what she contributed. That's pretty cool. There's all kinds of stuff down here. Okay, do we have, well, I know we have atomics for this. What are they?
Do.
right.
T1127.001.
Vote, atomic, boom.
Yeah, show the details.
Ooh. All enough, maybe? Okay.
Interesting. Let's take a look.
All right. Call in this build. Run this. CS proj file. What is in that CS proj file, you ask?
There's only one way to find out.
Just run it. Let's see. Open. There we go. Here's our first one. And definitely not lead enough to even tell you what's happening here.
No, it does.
Other than...
Doesn't it say... Hold on, scroll to the top. Isn't there... Oh, that's just the default. I thought there was something. I thought it actually explained it.
This is probably originally like shipped from Casey. Yeah, I think it just writes hello from a class, and hello code.
And that class is specified.
Yeah. So if we run it, test number 1. There we go.
Do you have
what?
Say, do you have Procmon?
Nope, I don't think so. Whoa. Click the oldie. Boop. No, I don't think I do. A lot of ISOs.
Wonder where those came from. Look at all those web shells.
No, I don't have it. Do you want to run yours on your side, or?
Could. Yeah.
Okay. I'll click this ISO while we're hanging out. Yes.
Oh.
Calc. Sorry, it's exciting.
You always get excited when my shell pops calculator.
Before you do that, I'm just going to run both of those tests real quick, just for funsies.
I don't remember that test number.
Yeah, and so the second one uses inline task, and again, it will pop out that it's using Visual Basic Inline Task, which, if we open up the source for that, back here, the VBXML, there you go. It is right here, console write line. Casey, I'm pretty sure Casey shipped all these. I believe, and this is really old tests, like this isn't like recently pushed, it's pretty dang old. I believe there are other XMLs that we could add to Atomic that Casey has shared over the years, or just in general. There might even be a couple on the LOLBAS site that we could probably find, or even on the Twitters. Yeah, you can see here, there's a bunch of blogs that will probably have something new outside of Atomic. So like this looks interesting. MS build shell. Yeah, that looks cool. It lets you bypass app whitelisting PowerShell restriction, gives you a shell that almost looks and feels like normal PowerShell. There you go. Okay, you got your invo ready?
I do.
Okay.
Full screen this so it doesn't panic like every other time.
Looks like we got about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, we do. Let's go.
Hopefully somebody
I haven't
got...
used a computer in 2 weeks, so we'll see how this works.
Let me switch to our terminal session.
All right, let's start collecting. Go. Done.
Okay.
All right.
Where's the APT? Where are we at? Enhance.
Where are all of the shells? Well, I guess we could do what? MS build?
Yep.
Oh, I ran cleanup. Hold on.
Oh.
Which, how is this successful if there's nothing to go delete?
Somebody should fix the logic in that.
Yeah, we'll go take a look next time. Going, done.
There we go.
All right, now let's search for it.
Whoa.
4 hours remain. And, last time we touched on using procmon to kind of just understand what EDR could potentially see and help us with. Things like filtering. I don't like to have filters fully start. Obviously, you can include things like the Splunk forwarder, things of that nature where just you're not going to necessarily need it, but I personally like to start. So in this case, we can see it started a thread. We could go filter on this particular process ID. So we know it's going to start CMD, which then CMD will then call all that great data we get.
Yeah.
So let's go find it. You know what? Maybe we'll just filter.
It's finding it by the command line.
Yep. Because searching alt text, basically, it'll just search anything.
Yeah.
Again, haven't touched the computer in 2 weeks.
Well, you remembered how to filter by process name, so that's exciting.
It's the one thing I did consistently. It's filtering by process name. So if we think about the lineage of what occurred in our test, we would have seen PowerShell call CMD because that is the executor, right? In atomic speak, executor being either something like CMD, PowerShell, shell, Python, etc. And then generally that would be the child. So the lineage would be like PowerShell calling CMD and then calling whatever we tell it to go call as CMD. In this case, it's going to be the executor, which is why we kind of see like 3 things. But MS build should be our starting point, but may not, as we saw in something like service create, where it's not everything is contained within the one process, right? No, it's going to make some API calls, RPC, yeet over into a different process, which would then finish it. In this case, we can look and see the things that it loaded, created, deleted. What we could do is go look at the file creates. Don't care about anything else. We could do some more filtering. We could say operation. Here's operation.
Dang. This found something old school. When you're done.
Oh, too many.
You're up.
Yeah. What was it? The result. That's right. So we don't care if it failed. In our case, we know it succeeded. So add, apply, go. And we see a whole bunch of goodness from creating files. Maybe not necessarily what we're looking for, but we could then start to figure out what it is we should be looking for. So my guess is probably what we want XML.
Yep. That's as far as like what the command line would.
Not that one.
Yeah, mod load. Oh, a CS proj file right there. I just saw it go by. Up. It's right there in the middle. Line. Oh, there's no line number. Down, down, down.
Down. There.
Right there. Yep. Create file.
And then what was the output, though? That's the real question.
APT.
It's always APTs.
It's not APT. You're not doing it right. There's no
But
calc. Yep.
CSC or CSC is probably the thing that actually did it. Yeah. Let's add in a process.
Because I believe it gets compiled right on the fly, and then it loads
CSC is
the
your
classes. Yeah. There's your temps. Your temp, all those freaking temp files.
your sweet logs in your .NET folders. Your temp DLLs. Probably exist in there. Probably gone. Oh wait, CSE and then back to MS Build.
Got it. That's cool.
Interesting. I don't know. I'll have to play with this more. It's been a minute since I've looked at the MS Build.
I know.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw it.
You bringing it up is like bringing back a lot of memories of like CLR and all that stuff too. It's kind of neat.
The reason I spent a lot of time on MS Build at one point was because of a mandate thing.
Bring up this link right here. It should be a link. I don't know how you're going to get it over there. Put it in the chat. You guys will put it in the main comments as well. That's the old school one that I just found. It's kind of interesting. I forgot I wrote that.
I'm going to copy that.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Like,
I can't copy it.
Oh, go to the private chat. You'll see it.
Oh.
You should be able to copy. Yeah, you can copy out of there. But it's very focused on CVR and maybe some Sysmon or any other EDR product. Just kind of like looking for MS Build and all the different places. There's some screenshots in there too, which is cool.
I do love the look at that. MS Build.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of it's based on just hunting of certain actors.
Like Mimikatz?
Yeah, MS Build cats.
Mimikatz are down.
They're going to come back. But I think a little bit of this is focused on what's normal and not normal with MS Build. And normal is obviously like a developer who's developing and hits build in their Visual Studio or whatnot, and it calls MS Build. Not normal, if you scroll up just a smidge, is MS Build like spawning from Explorer or spawning from PowerShell or Word or whatever, right? All the obvious things. So it's just something like over time, like watching certain adversaries use MS Build, I just kind of was like, yeah, it all, like, I think I tweeted this years ago, but it just kind of highlights like where things should not be coming from.
You don't need to have it in a CS project file. You can have it in an XML file, and I think there's an instance where you can have it in VB as well.
Yeah, you can. I don't think there even needs to be a file extension, honestly, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, if you specify, so if I remember correctly, it will look, if you don't specify a file, it'll look in the current working directory. For it, and then you can specify the directory, and it'll just then go in there and look.
I think install util similar.
Yeah, and then one of the things we saw was not necessarily C project files, but adversary would smuggle in an embedded HTML or a XML document, write that to disk, and then they would bring in as well via hex, store that in like the footer. So the XML would be stored in hex in the header, and then in the footer would be MS Build. They would write both of those out and then use
I remember that
to execute whatever that binary after they wrote it out, because they wouldn't call it MS Build, they'd call it something else, and then the process would be passed to call that binary and then point specifically to that XML file. That was old school.
That's the mandate.
I remember calling you in to hunt that with me because I had no idea what was going on with that.
Whoa. Almost killed. Yeah, I remember that. Wasn't that Mandiant blog though? I thought that one was.
Yes, that's where it started. And we backtracked it to a Mandiant blog post that I was trying to find, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I do remember that now. If you scroll down back on that thing, those other ideas, I think I call out the other file extensions right there, the second bullet on the other ideas right there. And then obviously looking for them being written or written and executed from non-standard paths. Those are like dead giveaways of like somebody doing the wrong things.
Oh, it's gone.
Wait, go to the repo, back out, get rid of the blob master. I wonder if the repo's still there. Sad. Too much.
Darn. Oh,
Not enough APT.
there's
Let's see.
some good ones in there.
There's other sub-P GitHub backups out there.
There's a lot of forked repos out there for that. Just gotta know where to look.
I just Googled it, found a new one. So
Did you?
yep, just
People still using it?
Oh yeah. Here, let me share the link to this new one. There's the sub-P backup.
Let's see if I can put it up in the old VM.
Thank you for the Bishop Box blog there on the custom shell host. That would be probably a good place to start to ship a new atomic.
There we go. Okay. Too many screens. Too little time.
Focus on one. On target. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. And there's MS Builder, XML. Like, yeah, these were the the glory days. If you search enough, if you search enough gists out there, you don't even have to compile the base 64 or do any of the MSF Venom stuff. Like the netcat CS right there, it probably has the cats in it. It's like 2 down from where you're at. It probably has everything in it to like run cats. You don't even have to compile anything. Yeah, keep going down. It's in there. Should be in there. Yeah. This is like old school Casey right here.
So much goodness. What's old is new again, right?
Yep.
So I feel like MS Build should be making a comeback at some point.
Yep, cats will be back.
Just got a hodl. What were we looking for again?
I don't remember. We were just looking at
Netcat. I thought you said Netcat was in here.
There should be a giant like base 64 blob of Mimikatz, but I think what it is it's he does, what does he do in here? There should be some sort of blob or a section where you insert it, I guess. Or it inserts it on the fly, because if you look at the beginning of the code, it looks like he calls mimikatz.exe.
Well, I saw the reference to download it.
Yep, right here. Yeah, so he downloads it, and then I think he might do it on the fly and make it. You'll need to change. Yeah, yeah. It returns a stream, so it's. I think it just does it on the fly. That's pretty neat.
That's fun. I gotta go back and revisit this.
Yeah, it's old school.
I gotta find that mandate block too.
He has a bunch of like that's his repo, but there's a bunch of like I said, a bunch of gist. I think there's a big gist repo out there as well. Googling. This is too new.
Oh, what was that? What's the binary? Dism. No, maybe it isn't this blog post. Let's find out. Yeah, because they start talking in here, they talk about the deals. Hijacking.
Wait, this is their due diligence tool though, right? I saw that reference right here.
I think so. Yeah, due diligence, and then they call out sharp persist. But I don't remember explicitly in this one, but I remember, so it's that red team op, we saw MS build with the XML file. Then another time they embedded a DLL and DISM, did the exact same idea where they write out from the header and footer the DLL to be loaded, and then DISM itself into some other directory. That, and there was like a third binary. I don't know what it's called. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
So
that one was pretty cool.
Macros.
I feel like that was almost like it almost comes off as like an MDSec type like thing technique right there.
Yeah.
So MDSec MS build. Writing your .NET.
Yeah. See here. They didn't. I don't remember where they're doing something slightly different in here, but the instance was exactly this, where you bring in both.
Yeah. Yep. I do remember that. Yeah, it was being written by the Word doc.
Yeah, there's so much goodness. Yeah, this is a great blog post. Highly recommend it, especially if you're trying to understand like what they're looking for, finding it, etc., and creating your own.
I believe this was also part of the Mandiant breach as well. I thought they had their internal due diligence red team stuff that was leaked as part of that. And they have all the hashes and stuff on that repo, if I remember correctly. It's all there.
That's interesting. Yeah, because they have different things they could do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the SVN stuff.
Yep.
I forgot about that. We looked into this one for a bit, too.
Pop player. Yep.
This brings us back.
Yeah, I remember Raz Auto. That was the big one right there. Raz AUTOU. Yeah.
It kind of just reminds me of Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Nothing else other than Ratatouille.
I think that one wrecked a few people when that popped up for the first time. It's pretty funny.
It's a good one. Oh.
Yep.
This is probably the beginning of MSI exec.
Yeah.
Well, like pushed out 4 years ago.
Yeah. So crazy.
What's old is new, kids. MS Build is coming back. I'm gonna tweet that today, so that way there's reference to it, because the minute it starts popping up, it will. Because what's next? What was old that is new again? Again, I've been out for 2 weeks. I have no idea.
Tweet it. All right. Slides. There's our demo. If you forgot about it.
Yeah, fix that GIF.
But I know we say that every time. I don't think there's a way to fix it, honestly. I think because it imports it in and it just doesn't play it.
Maybe we just share a screen with a slide on it, so that way the GIF plays. We'll have to just change our SOPs. Put in a change request. We'll have to meet with the cab. Take a couple weeks.
Yeah. The intern will have to do one more thing. It's a lot of work, man.
Spend 6 hours in meetings, not defending.
We have to argue about discrepancies between hosting or importing and not importing and just sharing screens.
Security risks, business impact, teams that won't be impacted, they'll have to have a say in it, of course, just to make sure.
Data leaks, there could be compliance issues and
lawyers are going to get involved, PR.
Could
have a public impact, who knows?
It's worrisome. But yeah, that was cool. That was actually kind of a different way to handle the show. I'm kind of interested in playing with these sub-T Git backups now and getting a few to work and then run them live again. I think that'd be kind of cool. He has a lot of stuff.
Spurred my interest back into MS Build stuff. I bet there's a lot of, especially with more modern .NET. I bet there's some really interesting things that can be done.
Yep, I'm sure we know somebody who may want to hop on the show and talk about that.
Maybe.
Maybe
See
he's
if
free. Maybe
fit
he's
into
not.
their busy schedule.
I know he's so busy. Can't give us 10 minutes.
Calling them out.
Yep. There's a good one. If you look at, oh, sorry, I'm back on the gist right now. All right, last thing I'm going to share, and then we
Oh no,
will
I
say
accidentally
goodbye.
closed out of that gist.
No, I'll share it back to you.
Oh, I got
This one? Yep. I was just looking at this beacon payload CS file, and yeah, the steps on how to compile are here. But when you invoke it via install util, and then here's the generated shell code, which you may or may not want to run. Who knows where that ends up? That's kind of cool. And I hope that he actually left his true beacon in there.
long running. Oh, it's top tier.
Yeah. How many years?
So Yoho
is this?
San might have hooked us up with the custom shell. Did you point that out earlier?
Nope, I have not. And so we have, yeah, so just rename calc to explorer. And oh yeah, I referenced the Bishop Fox, but I see his another comment. So just rename calc to explorer and put it in any folder and then run custom shell host from that folder. And that should spawn calc. So that seems like a really simple atomic test to write now. But it would require 10 or 11 and actually having custom shell host, because we didn't find it on my box. And you didn't find it on your box.
I didn't find it. And I'm running Windows 11. Let me just double check, but this terrible UI is definitely Windows 11, Mike.
Dang. Burn.
Like, it's true, okay? Let's just call it as it is. Yep. OS name, Windows 11. OS version, 10.0.22621.
It's funny, on this Windows 11 VM, I'm so used to the start menu, like, on the left. And so when
It's in the middle? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
it's in the middle. Like,
no.
I don't even understand. I'm
Look,
like,
you're either going to be Apple or you're not.
right. Yeah,
But let's do one.
I was so confused. I was like, why do I have to click here? And then I'm so confused. Like, I have a search here, I have a search here.
Oh,
there's
absolutely
searches
not.
everywhere. And then there's like,
why is the weather on the left point? This is,
I don't know. Can I drag it? Nope. I don't know. I'm
not
so
to
confused.
knock on the UI people, but or the UX people, but what the hell?
I don't know. You could play Sudoku, but whatever.
Look,
anyway,
just bring back Minesweeper, Pinball. Just give me the OGs. I don't want Solitaire as well. Hearts, give me those. That'd be great.
Oh yeah, those were the days. Back in the day.
Days.
What happened? Oh, I clicked on Sudoku. Now it wants to. I had to install it. It was just a simple click. Anyway.
Like click once install.
Yeah, it just installed. Like, it didn't even ask me, like, do you want to install this?
Maybe use install util to help it?
Or MS build?
Maybe MSI exec in there a little bit?
Yeah, yeah.
Only way to know is to run it with your EDR. Find out.
Or some meerkats. They're up.
They're so down. You gotta,
not after today.
Hold,
I ran it enough that it's up. It's
yeah, but is your MDR getting those logs?
What MDR? No, not today.
I don't.
No. Well, good sir.
It's been fun. Now I need to go look at MS Build again.
And custom shell host.
Yeah, I gotta read that blog. I actually just pulled it up, so I don't forget it.
I will send you the backup of the Casey Smith.
Yes, I do have that.
Okay. Cool.
Should be good.
There you go.
If not, I can sleuth get enough. It will be good.
Let's run the beacon payload one. Should be fine.
Kind of want you to see if it actually.
I don't think I can copy this rename calc thing. Rename calc to.
I was gonna say just screenshot it, I guess.
Put it in folder. Run custom shell host.
There. I screenshotted it too, so that should
Thank you, Yoho-san. Thank you. That's awesome. Cool.
Oh, coming back with some clutch. Open Windows
know.
features, device lockdown, shell launcher to enable custom shells. Got it. So there are prerequisites to that. We could, honestly, we should do this next time. Let's
Yep.
figure out, like, I know we already did one. Actually, we haven't done a build on Atomic Live.
Kind of, but not like that. Let's do this one.
Yeah, so we'll save this. If you write it and try and submit a PR, we're going to delete it. I'm just kidding.
We will
won't
deny
delete
you.
it. But that's probably the next one we should do, which should be a fun one. Taking those
Yep.
and looking at how we can do prerequisites, testing those, validating those, and then shipping them. And then watching how we YOLO merge them.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Next Friday.
In 2
Let's
weeks.
make a. Are we free next Friday? I don't know. Or do you want to wait till 2 weeks? That doesn't matter to me.
I don't know if I am or not. You can
Okay.
play it by ear.
Yeah.
Or we can pre-record it. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out.
That's true. We
We'll let
be
you all
fancy.
know.
Yes. Awesome. Well, everybody have a great weekend. We will see you again soon. Not next Friday, but the following. So 2 weeks, I think.
Wait, is that Black Hat DEF CON though?
Yep.
Not like
Yes.
I'm going, so I'm free, but other people may not be.
Well, we'll figure it out. It'll be
Figure
recorded.
it out. We'll let you know. We'll
Yes.
tweet it 20 minutes before we go live, per usual. So just
Yeah.
set your notifications on.
The intern will be on top of it.
He
At some
definitely
point.
won't be at Black Hat or DEF CON.
Okay, I'm totally gonna have this ready to go. I'll have this whole thing staged by the end of the day, so that in 2 weeks it'll be ready.
Just be ready.
People will be ready for this next Atomics on a Friday.
All right. We promise.
Awesome. Yep, I'll have it done. Thank
Catch y'all
you.
next time.
See y'all later.